What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and JAYZ has been accused of doing things with his friend, confidant, I don't know what you want to call him, somebody who's really close to and always was around with Diddy. And of course, anybody associated with Diddy now is looked at very differently. But back then, when Diddy wasn't accused of all these crazy things, a lot of people, were close to Diddy, and JAYZ was one of them. They would have these brunches and they would wear these fancy suits and talk about, we are excellence and all this stuff. Well, that's all backfired, and JAYZ has been dragged into a civil lawsuit accusing him and Diddy of doing things to a 13-year-old girl in the year of 2000. Yes, 13-year-old minor. So let's go over the article. JAYZ, the star rapper and entrepreneur whose real name is Sean Carter, was accused in a lawsuit Sunday of basically doing stuff to a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly along with Sean Diddy Combs. An anonymous accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, said this assault happened after she was driven to an MTV Video Music Awards after-party. The federal lawsuit was originally filed in October in the Southern District of New York, listing Combs as a defendant. It was refiled Sunday to include JAYZ, aka Carter. Carter called the allegations idiotic, so he did. JAYZ responded.
Imagine the FBI warning one of the most powerful figures in music to flee before it's too late. That's the reality for JAYZ right now, after shocking tapes connected to Diddy were leaked, sending the entire entertainment industry into chaos. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. This is about federal investigations, leaked footage, and allegations so explosive they've left Hollywood scrambling to cover its tracks. So what's on these tapes that has the FBI stepping in? Reports suggest they contain incriminating evidence tying Diddy and possibly JAYZ to activities that could destroy their legacies forever, from allegations of illegal behavior at Diddy's infamous freak-off parties to rumors of blackmail and coercion. These tapes are more than just a PR nightmare. They could lead to real legal consequences.
You've made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. I look forward to showing you just how different I am.
I think that this just needs to be looked at in kind of a measured way. Unlike the media is treating some people in the media, Pete Hegseth being one of them, where they automatically hear an allegation and they run with it. I think that this needs to be treated in a measured type of way. We don't need knee-jerk societal reactions. Anybody can make allegations against somebody, and people who are rich and famous are particularly targeted.
But why was JAYZ allegedly told to run? Is it fear of being implicated, or does he know more than he's letting on? And how deep does this go? We're diving into the details of the leaked tapes, the FBI's involvement, and how this scandal could reshape Hollywood as we know it. Stay with us as we uncover every shocking twist and turn, from the federal investigation into Diddy's empire to the growing list of celebrities caught in the crossfire. We're bringing you the facts, the rumors, and everything in between. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this is the scandal everyone's talking about and why it might be just the beginning. The explosive Diddy and JAYZ scandal. The leaked tapes implicating Diddy and JAYZ have thrown Hollywood into a frenzy, exposing a scandal that could rival the entertainment industry's darkest moments. These tapes, reportedly obtained during a federal investigation, hint at years of hidden misconduct involving some of the most powerful figures in music and media. The FBI's alleged warning to JAYZ has only heightened the drama, suggesting that the fallout could be far-reaching and devastating for those involved.
It's time since Sean Diddy Combs was accused of sexual assault and human trafficking, a celebrity counterpart has now officially been named. A newly updated civil lawsuit claims hip-hop superstar JAYZ raped a 13-year-old girl alongside Diddy more than 2 decades ago. News Nation's Elizabeth Pran is joining us with a copy of that lawsuit. Elizabeth, this unnamed accuser claims she was drugged, then assaulted at that after-party. Do we know how in the world a 13-year-old ended up at one of Diddy's parties in the first place?
Yeah, we are, Marquis, able to get some of these details through these legal documents that were released. Remember, this was filed back in October. Celebrity A, now allegedly, is JAYZ. So according to the legal documents, this 13-year-old spent hours outside the VMAs. This was in 2000. This was in New York. She convinced a limo driver, allegedly P. Diddy's limo driver, to take her to an after party at the time. If you look at some of these legal documents, she did recognize a number of celebrities at the party. She said that she did witness people taking drugs. She, in fact, did begin drinking. She felt woozy, decided that she needed to lay down. Quote, she found a room which contained only a large bed, no furniture of any other kind, a television or furnishings. Soon after, the allegations say that P. Diddy as well as Jay-Z came into the room with a third unnamed female celebrity, so celebrity B in these filings. At the time, she claimed to have been raped by P. Diddy as well as Jay-Z. The woman stayed in the room. She witnessed it. But you continue to read through the suit. She then did express distress. She said she was ignored at the party, went to a gas station, and called her dad. So let's go through the back and forth. This is developing over the weekend. So Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, sent a damning response to the attorney in this case. The attorney is Tony Busby. He said, only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics will believe this idiotic claim that you levied against me. If not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. So Busby is responding, saying that his client never demanded money. She sought confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he's tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. So what is he referring to? Busby is a high-profile Texas attorney. He is facing extortion charges. Now, keep in mind, he's representing well over 100 women, or speaking with them in regards to the fact that they claim to be victims surrounding P. Diddy. But he's also been representing Ken Paxton in the past. He's worked with Deep Oil Horizon clients. So he's worked with a number of clients in Texas. I will say, Marquis, going forward, he said he wants this to be played out in a court of law and not the media. As you know, this is a huge case going forward. Marquis?
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
At the heart of the controversy are allegations of exploitation, abuse, and coercion, reportedly captured in explicit recordings. These revelations are not isolated incidents, but part of a larger pattern tied to Diddy's infamous parties and the industry's long-standing culture of secrecy. For decades, rumors swirled about what happened behind the scenes, but the emergence of these tapes may finally pull back the curtain. This story has captivated the world because it transcends celebrity gossip. It's about power, privilege, and the systems that enable abuse to persist unchecked. With public interest growing and pressure mounting on those implicated, this could be a pivotal moment for Hollywood's accountability. By the end of this deep dive, you'll see why this scandal is more than just a headline. It's a reckoning for an industry that has operated in the shadows for far too long. The shocking FBI connection. The FBI's alleged involvement in the investigation has added a layer of gravity to the scandal. Reports suggest that federal agents uncovered explicit materials during a raid on Diddy's Miami mansion, linking him to charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. But what's truly shocking is the implication that Jay-Z, one of the industry's most respected figures, might also be connected.
Rapper and music mogul Jay-Z has been accused of raping a 13-year-old girl, allegedly with Sean Diddy Combs 2 decades ago. According to US news outlet NBC, Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, is named in a civil lawsuit alongside Combs. The suit was previously filed back in October, but only titled the rapper as a defendant. It was refiled today, identifying Carter. The assault allegedly occurred at an MTV Video Music Awards after party in 2000. The anonymous accuser said she was raped by Combs and Carter while an unnamed female celebrity watched. Combs, who remains in jail awaiting trial, has repeatedly denied all the accusations against him. A short time ago, Jay-Z posted a lengthy and fiery statement on Instagram saying in part, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?" Jay-Z claims his lawyers received a demand letter, which he called a blackmail attempt, in an effort to pressure him into settling out of court.
Speculation about Jay-Z's involvement stems from his close relationship with Diddy and his frequent attendance at the mogul's infamous parties. While no formal charges have been filed against him, the FBI's reported warning suggests that investigators are taking these connections seriously. Whether Jay-Z is implicated directly or merely caught in the crossfire remains unclear, but the association alone has cast a shadow over his legacy. The FBI's role in this case underscores its significance. This isn't just a tabloid scandal, it's a criminal investigation with potentially far far-reaching consequences. As federal authorities continue to probe Diddy's activities, the public's attention has turned to who else might be involved and what the tapes could reveal about Hollywood's hidden underworld. Diddy's alleged freak-off parties. The root of the scandal, Diddy's freak-off parties have long been the stuff of industry legend, exclusive events where the rich and famous indulged in excess. But according to multiple testimonies, these parties were more than just wild celebrity gatherings. Allegations of underage trafficking, coercion, and substance abuse have transformed them into the focal point of a major investigation.
Breaking news just happening tonight that involves both JAYZ and Diddy. Now, this is an amended complaint accusing JAYZ of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. This is a new civil filing, and we see the anonymous accuser here alleging the assault occurred after she was driven to an MTV Music Video Awards after party.
Artists like Usher and Justin Bieber have spoken about their time with Diddy, shedding light on the troubling behavior they witnessed. Usher, who lived with Diddy as a teenager, has described situations that were both inappropriate and exploitative, suggesting a pattern of grooming and manipulation. Bieber's accounts similarly hint at an environment where boundaries were blurred and accountability was non-existent. These parties weren't just moments of hedonism. They were, according to allegations, orchestrated environments designed to exploit and control. The leaked tapes reportedly feature footage from these events, providing what could be irrefutable evidence of misconduct. As the details continue to emerge, the focus has shifted to how such behavior was allowed to persist for so long and who else might be complicit. JAYZ's connection to Diddy's activities. JAYZ's ties to Diddy have come under intense scrutiny as this scandal unfolds. As close friends and collaborators, the two have shared stages, business ventures, and social circles for decades. However, their association is now raising uncomfortable questions about JAYZ's involvement or knowledge of Diddy's alleged activities.
We've got breaking news from New York. A lawsuit has accused rapper JAYZ of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The anonymous accuser says the alleged assault happened after the teen was driven to an MTV Video Music after party. The federal suit was originally filed in October, listing Combs as a defendant. It's now been refiled to include Carter. None of the allegations have been proven in court. Carter is the first celebrity to be accused of sexual assault in connection to Combs.
Reports suggest that JAYZ was a regular attendee at Diddy's notorious parties, where much of the alleged misconduct took place. While there's no direct evidence linking him to the tapes, his proximity to the events has sparked widespread speculation. Was he a participant, a witness, or simply unaware of what transpired? These questions are central to the public's growing interest in his role. For JAYZ, the stakes are high. As a cultural icon and philanthropist, his reputation has been built on inspiring others and giving back to the community. This scandal threatens to undo decades of goodwill, forcing him to address allegations that, even if indirect, could tarnish his legacy. The role of leaked tapes in the investigation. The leaked tapes are at the heart of this controversy, serving as both evidence and a symbol of Hollywood's darkest secrets. According to sources, the tapes contain explicit footage of illegal activities involving Diddy and other high-profile figures. Allegedly, these recordings were initially used to blackmail participants or silence witnesses, adding another layer of exploitation to an already disturbing story.
Because my next guest just testified before a federal grand jury. He says he was in possession of a trove of digital evidence from Diddy's freak-offs and parties. His name is Courtney Burgess, and he says a friend gave him 11 flash drives that belonged to the late Kim Porter. And if you follow this story, you'll know that Kim Porter is Diddy's ex-girlfriend and the mother of 4 of his kids. On those drives, the witness says 8 videos featured 8 celebrities at Diddy freak-offs or parties, and that 6 were males, 2 were females. The drive also included a manuscript of an alleged Kim Porter memoir, a memoir that her 4 kids insist is fake. Courtney Burgess told his story on a podcast before he told the grand jury today, and after he told the grand jury, and I mean immediately after, he booked it over to my set, and he and his attorney talked to me. I should tell you that he was very limited in how much detail he could go into about his testimony. And because the 8 people in the videos, the 8 celebrities in the videos were allegedly victims of sex crimes, we know who they are, but we will not be naming them, famous or not. Here now is my conversation with Courtney Burgess and Ariel Mitchell, who's his attorney, beginning with the question of whether the participants in the video even knew they were being recorded. Were there any cameras in places where you'd assume privacy, like bathrooms?
Well, I've never been in this house, but the picture, yes. That's what took place, yes.
You're aware of surreptitious cameras that were recording in private places like bathrooms?
I didn't see the cameras. You could tell how the person was angled. I knew that it was a camera there because I was there, I was there.
The tapes reportedly surfaced during a federal raid on Diddy's property, where investigators uncovered a trove of materials. While the exact contents remain undisclosed, their existence has been enough to spark a frenzy of speculation. Could they reveal the true extent of misconduct at Diddy's parties? And if so, who else might be implicated? If these tapes are released to the public or used in court, the fallout could be catastrophic. Careers would crumble, reputations would be destroyed, and the industry's culture of secrecy would be laid bare. For now, the tapes remain a potent reminder of the power dynamics that have allowed Hollywood's elite to operate without consequences. The fallout, J-Lo, Jay-Z, and Hollywood's elite under scrutiny. The scandal's ripple effects have reached far beyond Diddy and Jay-Z, implicating other Hollywood elites in the process. J-Lo, who famously dated Diddy in the late 1990s, has found herself under renewed scrutiny. While there's no evidence directly tying her to the tapes, her past relationship with Diddy has reignited questions about what she might have known. Other celebrities, including Leonardo DiCaprio and Kevin Hart, have also been linked to Diddy's events. While their involvement remains speculative, the mere mention of their names has amplified public interest and added pressure to uncover the truth. Hollywood's interconnected nature means that few are immune from the scandal's fallout. For the industry as a whole, this scandal represents a moment of reckoning. If the tapes reveal widespread complicity, it could lead to an unprecedented wave of accountability, reshaping the power dynamics that have long defined Hollywood's elite. Allegations of grooming and abuse in the music industry. The allegations against Diddy and others have brought attention to a broader issue within the music industry: grooming and exploitation. Usher's testimony about his time with Diddy as a teenager highlights how power imbalances can be used to manipulate and control young artists. These claims aren't limited to Diddy. Industry insiders have described a culture where abuse is normalized, and victims are often too intimidated to speak out. The allegations of underage grooming and coercion at Diddy's parties are part of a larger pattern that extends beyond one individual. As more stories come to light, the industry's systemic issues are becoming impossible to ignore. Advocates are calling for greater protections for young artists and a complete overhaul of the systems that have allowed such behavior to thrive. The federal indictment against Diddy's legal troubles have escalated significantly with federal charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. The indictment alleges that he used his influence and resources to facilitate a network of exploitation, with his Miami mansion serving as a central hub for illegal activities. The raid on his property uncovered explicit materials that could implicate not only Diddy, but also other high-profile figures. These discoveries have strengthened the case against him, making it one of the most significant legal battles in recent Hollywood history.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse. The indictment also alleges other acts of violence undertaken by Combs and others, including violence against witnesses to his abuse, kidnapping, and arson. The indictment alleges that on more than one occasion, Combs carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten victims and witnesses.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
If convicted, Diddy could face severe consequences, including lengthy prison time. More importantly, this case could serve as a warning to others in the industry that no one is above the law. Hollywood's culture of secrecy and the fight for accountability. Hollywood's culture of secrecy has long protected its elites, but this scandal is challenging that status quo. NDAs, intimidation, and wealth have been used to silence victims and witnesses, creating an environment where abuse can thrive unchecked. The revelations about Diddy and JAYZ highlight systemic issues that extend far beyond individual actions. This is about an industry that has consistently prioritized power and profit over justice and transparency. Public outrage is growing, with calls for greater accountability and reform. Advocates are pushing for legal changes to prevent the misuse of NDAs and to create safer environments for those working in entertainment. What's next? The road ahead for Diddy, JAYZ, and Hollywood. As the scandal unfolds, the stakes for Diddy, JAYZ, and Hollywood's elite couldn't be higher. Diddy faces potential conviction and the loss of his legacy, while JAYZ's reputation hangs in the balance as more details emerge. The release of the tapes, if it happens, could reshape the entertainment industry, exposing not just individual misconduct, but also the systems that enabled it. The fallout would likely extend to other elites, forcing a reckoning for Hollywood's culture of secrecy. Ultimately, this scandal is a call to action. It's a chance for Hollywood to confront its past, protect victims, and create a future where abuse of power is no longer tolerated. The world is watching to see what happens next.
It is a new hour here on Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news that we want to bring to you. It was being reported by TMZ and now Fox News. We are learning that JAYZ is accused of raping a 13-year-old girl. That is new in the Diddy lawsuit, and the new allegations are just coming out this evening. JAYZ is being accused of raping a minor along with Diddy at a MTV VMAs after party back in 2000, according to documents obtained by Fox News Digital tonight. The lawsuit, which was initially filed back in October, was refiled tonight in New York by an anonymous accuser claiming JAYZ, whose full name is Sean Carter, raped her while Combs and Celebrity B watched. So that other celebrity was not named. Initially, the lawsuit stated Combs raped the minor while Celebrity A and Celebrity B watched. Carter was named as Celebrity A in the refiled lawsuit. Representatives for JAYZ did not immediately respond to Fox News Digital request for comment. Combs and Carter allegedly, quote, took turns assaulting the minor, according to the lawsuit. Many others were present at the after party but did nothing to stop the assault, it alleges. The 13-year-old girl was dropped off at Radio City Music Hall by a friend as she wanted to attend the MTV Video Music Awards back in 2000, according to the lawsuit. In an attempt to gain entry to the venue, she began approaching limousine drivers waiting outside the celebrity-filled event. One of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for Diddy, the lawsuit read. He told her that Combs liked younger girls and said that, quote, she fit what Diddy was looking for, not allowing her into the awards, but inviting her to an after party. The 13-year-old, quote, recognized many celebrities upon arrival at the party and was required to sign a non-disclosure agreement. However, she was not given a copy. Combs, who would have been 30 years old at the time, then allegedly attempted to force the girl to perform oral sex on him. He stopped after she hit him in the neck, according to the lawsuit here. So now JAYZ being accused in this now 24 years ago of raping a 13-year-old alongside Diddy at an after party here. So these are the newest allegations rocking the music world this evening, and we wanted to bring that to your attention all right here on Live Now from Fox. Of course, we will continue to follow this major story as the Diddy saga continues, and now more celebrities getting caught up in it here. These new allegations rocking Hollywood and the music industry as we speak right now.
JAYZ, the star rapper and entrepreneur whose real name is Sean Carter, has responded after he was accused in a lawsuit on Sunday of allegedly raping a 13-year-old girl along with Sean Diddy Combs in 2000. The accuser is anonymous, only identified as Jane Doe, and claims the assault allegedly happened at an MTV Video Music Awards after-party, where she also claims she was offered a drink that made her feel, quote, woozy, per NBC News. The outlet also notes that the federal lawsuit had originally been filed in October in the Southern District of New York, where it listed Sean Combs as a defendant. However, it was refiled Sunday to include JAYZ. In a statement released Sunday, December 8th, the rapper vehemently denied the allegations, as he also addressed Tony Busby, the lawyer who filed the suit. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case, he said in part. The 55-year-old added that his only heartbreak is for his family. He and wife Beyonce share 3 children together, Blue Ivy and twins Rumi and Sir. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims, and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. He then appeared to address Busby again, saying, "You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me, that if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am." Earlier in his statement, the Grammy-winning artist had accused Busby of attempting to, quote, blackmail him prior to filing the lawsuit. However, JAYZ was referring to a pre-litigation demand letter from the plaintiff's lawyer. Busby has since said in a statement that his client did not demand any money in that letter, but only sought a confidential mediation. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not the media, Busby added.
And that's where things stand: the leaked tapes, the FBI's alleged warning to Jay-Z, and the mounting fallout from one of Hollywood's biggest scandals. This story isn't just about two music icons, it's about the systems of power and secrecy that have protected the elite for far too long. We've explored the tapes implications, the shocking allegations surrounding Diddy's freak-off parties, and why Jay-Z's name is now at the center of it all. As the investigation unfolds, more questions than answers remain. Will these tapes see the light of day? What other names could be implicated? And will this scandal finally lead to meaningful accountability in Hollywood? We want to hear your thoughts. Do you think the FBI's warning to Jay-Z is justified? Are we on the brink of a massive industry reckoning, or will this be another case swept under the rug? Let us know in the comments below. We're here for the discussion. Before you go, don't forget to like this video if you found it insightful, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for more updates on this explosive story. Hit the notification bell so you're the first to know as new details emerge. Your support means everything to us. It helps us continue bringing you the stories that matter most. Thank you for watching, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.